What's up, everyone? Peta Party. Today we're going to be going over a concept that a lot of people generally don't like to look at when they're trying to decide on what they're going to collect or invest in. Everyone's always wanting to look at the upside in things, and stocks going to the moon and all that other crap. But what a lot of people fail to take into account, or even consider the possibility of, is what's called downside risk. So, if you're looking at buying something in particular, a lot of people just look at, okay, well, in the last X number of months, X number of years, this particular item has gone up 10, 20, 30, 40, 500%. What a lot of people don't generally want to look at is what's the probability of it going up even more, or what's the probability of it all going to shit. So I want to just take a few minutes today and go over the concept of downside risk and some of the dangers inherent in that. And if you're not actively looking at the possible downsides of any purchases that you're making, and the type of impact that might have on you down the line. So we'll look at something like Change of Heart. So that's a 9 that I graded. Got it out of a collection. Super nice collection. Even in a 9, the card's still decently hard to find. This is a super nice 9. I'm probably going to end up regrading it, but that's here nor there. So, Change of Heart. Super, super overpowered card. On the ban list forever. Super nostalgic card from the anime. Super popular card. The artwork's gorgeous. It ticks off all the things you want to see in something that you want to be either collecting or investing in. If you're looking at something like Change of Heart, I'd say there's not a whole lot of downside risk to a card like that, just based on the pure fact that, it ticks off all those different items that you want to be looking for in something to collect and invest in. Nostalgic fan base behind it. You got the super nostalgic card artwork. It was used in the anime. A lot of people have a lot of intrinsic value put behind things like that. You've got the fact that it's been banned forever since it was so overpowered, and generally it's from the second set. I was going to say first expansion. They come out in Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG. So as a result, it's old. There's not a whole lot of mint, gem, and copies around. So it has that going for it too. So overall, it's a real home run of a card, in my opinion. It's something that you want to either be buying or for collecting or investing. Now, if you want to compare that to something like, let's find something to shit on here. Yeah, there we go. A reprint LOB card. So this is a reprint 9 that I graded. Also got that out of a collection. Both of those right now, realistically, probably around the same price somehow. Say $600-700, maybe a little bit higher US dollars. So, if I had a choice between a reprint Blue Eyes and an original first print Change of Heart, and two of them are around the same price, I'm not just going to be looking at, what's the possible upside, how much more money could they go up. Excuse me. I'm also looking at what's the possible downside, how much more of a chance does it have of, going down the shitter. So with Change of Heart, MRD, first edition, the chances of it getting a reprint are super low. So the downside to it in the perspective of, getting reprinted, there being more first edition cards coming out on the market, all of a sudden the pop goes way up, supply goes way up, demand might still be there, but the price is going to go down. With something like reprint LOB, in the name, it's already been reprinted, so the chance of it getting reprinted more is high. Looking at it just from a nostalgia standpoint, they're both super nostalgic cards, but there's a lot of possible downside with the Blue Eyes, just for the simple fact that Konami could just keep pumping that shit out till, the end of time. So if someone asked me what my opinion was on reprint LOB, I'd tell them you're an idiot to be investing in it. If you wanted to be investing in unlimited LOB, at least go with the OGs. The original printing of it, you can tell the difference. It's not going to be as expensive as first editions, but it will still fill, a niche in the market. Chances of it going down are nowhere near as high as reprint LOB, although the fact that reprinted LOB keeps getting pumped in the market is probably going to affect all the original LOB card prices. So when I'm looking at the downside risk of a first edition Change of Heart compared to unlimited reprint LOB card, the reprinted LOB is by far got a way, way bigger downside risk to it, because, like I said, even though the fact of the matter is it's super nostalgic, super popular, super, wanted card by pretty well anyone, the fact remains that they could just keep making them till the end of time. And unlike with Pokemon, where, they keep re-releasing the original artwork of base set Charizard, Konami doesn't put, a little symbol on it saying, LOB2 or LOB3 or LC for Legendary Collection LOB or anything like that. Like, there's no distinction written or marked anywhere on the card itself. You just got to be able to pick it up from the card stock, the font, different things like that the normal lay person isn't going to know the difference of. And unfortunately, that's where a lot of people who aren't either in touch with the market or are too busy to try and figure it out are going to get stuck, looking in the rear view mirror at a lot of their money going down the toilet, so to speak. So just wanted to do a quick video on that. If you've got any questions or any comments on it, I know I could probably do an hour-long video on giving you price comparisons on stuff that's gone up and down over the last couple of years. And, if you invested in this, you would have made X amount of money. If you invested in that, you made Y amount of money or lost X amount of money. I'm not doing that. I don't have time or patience for that. So just a quick elementary, introduction video to downside risk to anyone who doesn't know what it means. If you got any comments or questions on it, shoot me down a message in the comments below. Hope you learned something today. Have a good one.